Right, morning all. It's been a couple of weeks since we've been in the polytunnel and it's grapes are growing fast. And also quite a lot of them. We're now in about June the 12th, don't know when the video's gone up, but it's filming it on June the 12th. And this is the Fraggle variety, the old tree in the polytunnel. Doing well so far, keeping the grapes well clear of bunches of leaves, chopping branches, making sure the sun, the air, everything can get to them. And they are growing fast. Like I say, it's the 12th of June. Remember when Scotland Zone 8B, this was outdoors, flowers wouldn't even be open yet. In fact, I could show you the ones where they are outdoors. Quick look at them. This is what the grapes look like on the outdoor. Well, it's not completely outdoor, it's got a polythene sheet above it now and around it. But the flowers haven't even opened. This is how far behind they are. These, if they ripen, if they actually do ripen, they'll be, you're talking October, November. Hopefully the other ones are a lot earlier. This here, as you could see, is the semi-outdoor ones, although they are now covered, but they're this far behind. Though to be fair, they've never really looked as good. I think the little bit of polythene sheeting is helping. As far as pruning these goes, maintenance, told you before that you get these branches like this. These, you just nick them off. Keep the leaves on, as many leaves as you can, but nick those long branches off because they're just going to cause shade, take up energy. This does have its fair share of grapes for a change, but way behind. Let's get back into the polytunnel. And this is the other grape we've got in the same polytunnel. Again, normally, last year, the year before we picked nothing. Last year we picked, we're lucky if we got half a dozen bunches and they weren't very good. Poor crop, but this year, this too is doing good. Every branch has a bunch, 2 bunches, some 3, and I'm leaving them all on because it's quite a strong tree. Well, it's actually 2 trees here. The one furthest away from us isn't doing so good. Well, it's doing good, but no fruit. Very little. The younger plants are doing okay as well. Here we've got a 2-3-year-old, which I'm training across here. I think hopefully this year we'll be able to determine what these are. Like I say, the leaves tell me it's not the strawberry grape. It does have the velvet underneath, but these fingered leaves say it's not Fragula. Looks slightly similar to this green grape. My guess is it's them, but again, underneath the leaves seems to be different. But this year, hopefully, we should find out what they are. If they go red or if they stay green. And here again, pinch that off, and we pinch that off. Growth that we don't want. Growth that I'm leaving on is the point, which will train as far as it wants to go. One trained across that wire and one trained across this wire, and also one trained across this bottom wire. The cornfield grown at a good size. No sign of corn. No cobs. Never grown these before, so I don't actually know how tall, how many leaves they've got to have before we see a cob, but say middle of June, we'll just wait and we'll see. Now the summer fig cuttings. Here's one I took from a really old branch, a 4-year-old lump of wood. Doesn't have to be last year's wood. This proves it doesn't have to, because it's grown perfectly good. And this one again, it rooted last July, August, and now when it's come back, it's come out in three little branches. I've chopped 2 of them, that one and that one's chopped, and I'm leaving this, and this will become the main stem. The same goes for this one. They're all growing nicely. Now the main parent fig plants, which is most likely a brown turkey. Figs are growing good. Every day I look at them, the figs seem to grow a little bit. There's not millions of them, but it's the first year I've had a crop off of these. So I'm not going to complain. The ones I'm keenest to see, we all know what brown turkey look like, but these are the Italian variety. A couple of little sticks I brought back 3-ish years ago. This is the 2 plants, the 2 main plants I've got. I've taken several cuttings from these plants. But this year has thrown up for the first time figlets. I think I've counted something like a dozen on this one. It's not finished. I haven't decided when I'm going to pinch the heads off, because there's still only like 3 leaves, and you really can't be pinching them at 3 leaves. So I don't know what I'm going to do with these. I think I'll wait and see. If it looks like they're not going to be able to be ripened, I probably will pinch them. What are these? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You could count 6 leaves maybe. It just seems too short. There's only 2 figs on these. But it is its first year, so I might not be too greedy, and I might chop them, but I don't want to make it a stupid shaped plant. If I chop the heads off of these, then they could start branching, although this is probably 6, 7, 8 inches. Maybe it wouldn't be too harmful if I chopped the head off it. Undecided. We'll wait and see. I'll show you the main grape from a different view from this side, so you can actually see the crop on it. appreciate just how many grapes it does have. Yeah, loaded. We're really going to have to try and look after this lot. Now the main fig from the Italian variety that I showed you, got 2 main trees. I've also got 5, I think. Yeah, 5 cuttings 2 years ago. And these little things themselves are actually putting little figs out as well. And this is the size of the cutting. It's small, but it's fruit, an aldicot fruit. And here's the other 4. This one branched out and made a silly shape, so I've chopped 3 of them. I'm going to leave 1 main head. I want them all to grow basically like that. A main stem. Again, this main stem is putting out a fig or 2. Next one as well. Probably no more than a couple of feet tall. But if I get a fig or 2 off each one of these, I'll be more than happy. But if I got 1 fig out of between all 5 of them, I'd be happy. But right now, each one's throwing up a couple of figs. And the 5th one. Figs in between each leaf joint. Again, that one probably about 2 foot tall. So I'll settle for 2, 3, 4 figs on each one. Grape cuttings, variety of the Italian variety, Black Hamburg and Biancas, are all growing very healthy this year. Again, being in the polytunnel, they're going to do a lot better. And once again, these fig cuttings are really surprising me. And some of the grapes which I thought were goners are also 2 or 3 survivors. But the figs that I was expecting little from, these were just at the end of the year when I was pruning the grapes in springtime. Grapes, figs. Instead of throwing them away, I just threw 4 in each one of these little buckets, 3 pots. The little 3 pots I put 4 in. Now these were put just so as to not throw them away. Of course, if you do have these in little pots, bear in mind I'm tempted to split them up, take them out and put them in each one in a pot, but that's the last thing you want to do. If they're in little teapots like this, the roots are going to be really brittle, really fragile. So leave them. Leave them till winter, leave them till they go dormant, and then you can tip them out once the roots become a bit more, well, solid. Right now, if I was to split these up, I'd kill all of them. The roots would break. You would never get another plant out of them. So leave them, let them grow in to the end of the summer, and then split them up into individual pots. I just wonder if this, because I took these in springtime, late winter, I should really say it was late winter before spring starts, as opposed to the rest of them where I took a dozen, what I thought would be my major cuttings, and the original ones which I thought were going to be the major cuttings, 12 pots, 12 sticks, and I've got nothing. Not one of them rooted. They were taken November, just when they went dormant before Christmas. Put them rooting hormones, snipped the bottoms, covered the top in parafilm, did everything to look after them, and none of them rooted, and that was before Christmas. Yet the ones, these, that I took in February, end of winter, before spring started, put them straight into these pots, no rooting hormones, 4 of them in a pot. These ones seem to have done, not 100%, but lots of percent. So maybe that's the trick for next year. Instead of taking the cuttings too early, leave them on the plant to the last minute. They obviously, taking them off winter time, early winter, they've got more time to dry up, die, get problems. So if they're on their plant, they'll stay alive, and that's the result. Lots more root. Was it because there was 4 in a pot? I don't know. That shouldn't make any difference. But anyway, something to keep in mind for next year. Or rather for this year. At the end of the year, I'll not take any cuttings until late winter, early spring. But we'll see in a couple of weeks' time. Well, maybe next week. See you all. Bye.